It's funny how day by day nothing changes, but when you look back, everything is different. This quote by C.S. Lewis perfectly represents how many people feel about the massive changes that Minecraft has undergone in the last 12 years. Minecraft is a game that most of us have numerous fond memories of. It's crazy to see how far Minecraft has come as a game since its initial inception in 2009. What was once a simple indie game made by one man has evolved into a billion-dollar giant that holds the title of the best-selling game in history. It's also pretty impressive to see how Minecraft's fanbase has still remained so big over 10 years after its initial release. Minecraft was ahead of its time for sure and was genre-defining for sandbox games. With Microsoft at the helm of Minecraft, the game will surely last for an incredibly long time. Minecraft is a game that I will always be able to come back to and know that I'll have an amazing time. It's one of those games that is just simply timeless. However, something I've noticed lately is that Minecraft feels different now. The way that I feel when I get lost in the blocky world of Minecraft feels ever so slightly divergent from my first time playing all the way back in 2011. Can this change in Minecraft be attributed to just nostalgia, or is the game inherently worse now than it once was? I decided that I wanted to check out some older versions of Minecraft to see if I was crazy. As I played the beta releases of Minecraft more, I realized exactly what the modern releases of Minecraft have been missing. There's numerous different aspects of the game that have evolved in recent years, causing the game to take on a much different identity. While this is a great thing in terms of the game's longevity, I can't help but long for the good old days when everything was just a little bit simpler. One thing that was immediately apparent to me was how the atmosphere of the game is totally different. The older releases of Minecraft have a looming feeling of loneliness. As upsetting and depressing as this sounds, I feel like that kind of environment suits a game like Minecraft. I can't even put it into words, but it's something that I can't get enough of. It's sorta creepy in a way. The world is so empty, and that feeling of loneliness and despair makes me feel isolated. There's something so surreal about being dropped into a completely empty world without any sign of what to do. Over the last few years, Mojang have made several efforts to point the player in the direction of what they should be trying to accomplish. Changes such as the recipe book and ruin portals are something that I don't agree with. I like the idea of the player slowly figuring out what they should do on their own as opposed to the game showing you. I do understand why these changes were necessary, but as the years go by, this feeling of loneliness fades more and more. Each new update to Minecraft also adds more creatures to inhabit every corner of the world to make it feel more alive. This isn't a bad thing at all. Minecraft definitely benefits as a whole when new things are added because it makes the world a little more lively. However, the creepiness and loneliness of early Minecraft was definitely amplified by the absence of other intelligent life other than the player. Something else that I've noticed is how the state of Minecraft's music has changed. The way Minecraft music once worked was that every now and then C418's ambient piano tunes would just fade in. It didn't matter where in the game you were. You could be building your first house or getting bombarded by gassed fireballs in the nether. I'm sure we've all had moments like this. Moments where you're doing your thing and that music randomly swells in. It's a really special thing. The ambience of Minecraft's music is just perfect. The way that music works is still mostly the same today, but one major thing has changed. Nowadays, music has the opportunity to appear during certain points in gameplay. For example, there is specific music for when the player is underwater or exploring specific biomes in the nether. Speaking of that topic, now there is music specifically for both the end and the nether. While these C418 music tracks are great in their own right, the fact that Minecraft's music is no longer universal is something that doesn't truly sit right with me. The idea of the calm piano melodies playing in the hellish landscape of the nether is something that has always felt right to me. Once again, it definitely appears that nostalgia is playing a factor here, but Minecraft's music being less random definitely removes a little bit of the charm that it once had. The unique feature of music fading in randomly was butchered by Mojang's decision to have music play at scheduled times in-game. The 2018 update Aquatic appears to be C418's final work on Minecraft entirely. For unknown reasons, it appears that C418 has moved on from Minecraft. Mojang replaced him with Lena Raine, the composer of the soundtrack for the indie game Celeste. The music that she has contributed to Minecraft is actually really impressive. Pigstep and Otherside are both fun additions to the game among her other songs. However, these songs don't blend well with the ambient music that C418 composed for the game. They feel out of place despite how great they truly are on their own. Something I also want to touch on briefly is how Minecraft's presence on social platforms like YouTube has changed over the years. While this doesn't have anything to do with the quality of the game itself, the Minecraft YouTube community definitely has some kind of impact on how people view the game as a whole. With the exception of a few creators such as Captain Sparkles and Ant Venom, the faces populating the Minecraft scene on YouTube are completely different now. The topic of how Minecraft's presence on YouTube has changed over the years is something that could take up an entire video of its own. However, to keep things short, the Minecraft YouTube community is just incredibly toxic. While I won't be going in depth in this video about this, I wanted to point it out. The changing landscape on YouTube definitely has given Minecraft a new image in recent years. With all of these things in mind, has Minecraft actually changed for the worse, or is this merely Minecraft fans romanticizing the past? Many people would attribute this change in the way people feel about modern Minecraft to nostalgia. Google defines nostalgia as a sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. A conclusion like this definitely seems plausible. Most of us played early Minecraft when we were just children, when life was a lot easier. We didn't have to worry about our futures or our jobs or any actual responsibilities. Life was a whole lot simpler, an interesting parallel to how many people view Minecraft's simpler years to be superior to the modern state of the game. For many of us, being a kid was the happiest time of our lives due to this lack of actual worries and responsibilities. However, while nostalgia certainly plays a factor in how we view Minecraft, I feel that there is something else at play. There is an actual term for how many feel about old Minecraft. This phenomenon is called the decline bias. The decline bias is the tendency for us to compare our past to our present. This comparison in turn results in us thinking that something is worse now than it was in the past because of some kind of change. This phenomenon is exactly what we've been discussing this whole time. The reason why many feel disdain toward modern Minecraft is because of the changes that have been implemented since the days of the game's alpha and beta releases. Growing up with something doesn't necessarily mean it was better. A lot of the changes Mojang have added to Minecraft over the years have actually been warranted and well received by most of the community. I think what it comes down to is that as Minecraft has evolved as a game, we have also grown up as people alongside it. All people look back at some part of their childhood fondly, even if it wasn't necessarily as good as it is in the present. This is the exact thing that nostalgia and the decline bias are explicitly referring to. The negative things that many feel toward the game now may not entirely have anything to do with the game itself. We as people tend to stick by what we already know. In my opinion, I don't feel that Minecraft has truly changed. While things such as its atmosphere, music, community, and features have evolved, the core of Minecraft hasn't been compromised at all. When I look at other games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, or even Team Fortress 2 in 2022, I only see a shell of their former selves. However, when I look at Minecraft, I still see exactly what it has always stood for. It's an outlet for endless creativity. As the years have passed, that core value has never changed. No matter how Minecraft evolves and shifts, the most important thing is that that goal of creativity always remains.